Good day, everyone. My name is Omalola Philip Okoro, and welcome to my video blog where I share my life experiences for you to learn to, basically get to know me even better. So today, I would like to share something on value. I read on a postcard this morning that the value you put on yourself is the same value that people get to see about you. Also, um, after I read that, I looked at it and I looked back at my experience in life and what I've gained so far. And I realized that a lot of people don't get to see the value first in you by themselves. You must have exhibited some elements of that value that they need to see before they are able to see it. Now, I was having a conversation with a friend some months back, and she asked me, she said, why did we put one of our staff, why did we more like promote him that way to the position that we put him? So I said, why not? That because we've seen the value that he can bring to the table. We've seen what he's done so far. We've seen, his transformation over the years. And she said, well, don't get me wrong, that the part of him that she sees, when he was still much younger in the business and all that. So I said, oh, that means we're not talking about the same person. And so she said, oh, okay, she agrees with me that we're not talking about the same person. Now, from where she stopped in that guy's life was, at a very low level. But then at the time that we engaged him, he had acquired more skills. He had acquired, he's added more value to himself, and so he's been able to move up the ladder, and we were able to see that value in him. Now, my point basically is, if he had not added value to himself, how would he have been able to meet up with our own expectation, right? He wouldn't have been able to. So today, basically, just telling us that it's very important that you add a lot of value to yourself and you show that value, exhibit that value. That way, your friends will get to know that you have moved from point A to point B. I've shared my last post, I shared about how I moved from sales to customer service, from customer service, and I moved into brand communication. And I didn't just move like that. And as I get to each of these departments, I get to learn more. I take trainings and courses. And then while I was doing that, I was also looking into other departments before I could find my feet and find my own interest. And that way I was able to build value in myself. And because I built that value, a few people will see the value. Don't get me wrong. Only a few will be able to see it and recognize it. Now I'll share something. We clocked 9 years last week. So it's really amazing. I've shared here once before that in one of my episodes that I never really sat down to plan and say, okay, I'm going to be married for this number of years. But what I normally do, basically what works for me in my life, is I take one day at a time. So, quite recently, my husband, he attained a role in his job that even if you ask him, he would probably say, maybe in the next 5 years in my career, I'll be able to attain this role. But then in a very short time, he attained that role. And when he started the job, his experience over the years, working with Tinsel, working with MTN, working with My Nigeria, working with a whole lot, all those experiences came to play, and his line producer realized that this guy He has what it takes to be a live show director, and that's it. That's it. So the value he's added to himself so far came to play, and boom. For him, he probably would have said in the next 5 years, I'll get to where I am, where he is right now. But then, in less than a year, he's there. And that's the work of experience and value that you add to yourself. So basically, what have I said today? I've said that you need to add value to yourself and allow that value to show, put it to use. And that way, your friends and families and people who really need that value and ready to pay for that value will see it and then pay for it. So that's all I have to share today. Do have a wonderful day. I'm so happy that I'm getting a lot of views. Thank you so much for everyone who clicks to share, clicks to watch, and comments. I'm really, really grateful. Do have a lovely day.